Just for size comparison here, the Blade CX2 is as big as the box for the MCX, meaning inside this box is a really tiny helicopter. I looked at it at the hobby shop, and it is amazingly small. I'll show you here in a second. It is really, really tiny. Alright, so just want to go over some of the features of this thing. As you can see on here, I got the RTF package. This comes with a transmitter. You can also get this in what they call the bind and fly version, and you can use your Spectrum DX7 radio, DX5, DX6i, any of the Spectrum DSM2 radios, meaning that the DX6 old style Park Flower radio will probably not work with this. The radio that comes with the CX2 will work with this, and the radio that comes with the Park Zone Vapor, I believe, will also work with this. As with all of the E-Flite stuff, when you open the box, you are usually first presented with the instruction manual. Highly recommend actually reading these. Some good information can be found in these. How to set up the helicopter. Even though the thing is RTF, ready to fly, oftentimes you're going to need to do some trimming, some setup, and of course you want to check everything out and make sure nothing is missing from the package and nothing is defective. And if you don't read the manual, you are not going to know if the thing is working right, if you screwed something up yourself, or if the product is defective. So pull out the manual. Suggest reading that first. Got some foam here. Okay, and everything is nicely laid out in the box. Got a bunch of batteries there. 4 of those are going to be for the transmitter. 4 of those are going to be for the charging station. We got the tiny LiPo battery here. This is, as I mentioned before, 3.7 volts, 110 milliamp hour LiPo battery. This battery, similar to the ones used in the Park Zone Cessna, Park Zone Vapor, but it is a 110 milliamp hour battery. Those other ones are 70 milliamp hours, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I don't recommend using the 70 milliamp hour batteries. It's not going to be capable of the same amount of current draw. So, use those little ones at your own risk. I'll put that back in here. Got the transmitter here. Okay. Fits in the hand pretty comfortably. You've got throttle on this side and the rudder over there. And then of course you've got your cyclic controls on the other side. This is a full function 4-channel helicopter, meaning you've got throttle, rudder, and then on the other side you've got left and right and forward and backward cyclic. Okay, just like the CX2. I've got some, it's like replacement parts here, little O-rings. We'll find out later what those are for. And got a little micro screwdriver. Gee, I don't have enough of those already. So there's all that. And then be careful, there's some little bits of tape here that are holding the helicopter down. You don't want to pull it out of the box without grabbing those off. So there is the little helicopter. As you can see, is very, very small. Okay, it weighs nothing. They say it's 28 grams. I'm going to say that's right. It is very small. Landing gears are made of very small plastic. This looks like a fiberglass boom. Tail all is made out of little plastic. These blades seem pretty solid. Got the fly bar on there. I did go ahead and pick up the other fly bar for it, which has paddles on it. By all accounts, this helicopter is really, really stable. but that other fly bar makes it a little more stable. So let's just go ahead and put it up here, okay, next to the other ones, so you can see. Okay, it is a lot smaller than the CX2. Pretty small compared to the other three there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put the batteries and everything and charge the battery, and then we'll go fly. Okay, installing the battery is pretty simple. Just going to slide it in to these two little mounts right here. Should fit pretty tightly. They're very clear in the manual about making sure that it does not get close to the servo gears. There's a little bit of space there, so I think that's going to be fine. Now I have the transmitter already turned on. Okay, make sure you turn that on first, and then all I'm going to do is plug the battery into this little deal here, and then I'm going to quickly set the helicopter down on the table and wait for the gyro to initialize. It's very important, again, you let that gyro initialize correctly. This thing is positively going to be unflyable if the gyro is confused. So you want to plug in the battery, probably have it sitting on the table already, and just plug in the battery, let the gyro initialize. Okay, did you see it come on there? Alright, so that means it is ready to go. And first thing I'm going to go ahead and do with it is I am going to do the pre-flight check. Make sure that this is a right turn. Okay, that looks correct. Left turn. Okay, forward. And backward. Alright. Okay, I did put the dog in the other room. He's kind of afraid of things like this. This is absolutely the first time I have flown this helicopter. So this really is the first flight test. I've got some fans running in here, so it might not be super stable. But we're just going to go ahead and power the sucker up and go ahead and fly. Flies pretty good. I got a little bit of drift in the tail, so I'm going to set it down and give it a little trim. Okay. Still have a little bit of drift in the tail. I'm trying to watch the camera and fly at the same time here, but wow, it is really easy to fly this thing. I have it in high rate mode. Right over here by the camera a little bit. It's a little bit breezy in here, so it is really easy to fly this helicopter. I'm going to say first impressions are just exactly as I posted on the forum. If you can't fly this thing, you're probably pretty slow. Boy, it really flies good. Ooh, it spins fast. Okay, I'm hovering about 8 inches away from my camera here. This heli's giving me a lot of confidence, and I'm not afraid of running into my camera or something like that. It really flies nice. I might have to use a little bit more rudder trim, but what I really need to do is turn the fans off and get the air nice and still in here, because it's getting blown around a little bit. But yeah, first impressions, really, really nice. So there you have it, Blade MCX. Very cute, very tiny, beautiful flying. I would highly suggest go out and get one of these right away. It's awesome. So I don't know if you heard that there, but that was the first crash, and looks just fine. I should not be trying to fly it and watch the camera at the same time, but looks like she survived just fine. The dog doesn't like it. Very nice. Here's something to watch for. I thought I broke it in that little crash there because it was flying a little funny, but actually what happened was the battery slipped out just a little bit. So, you know, if you crash, just go ahead and push the battery up back to where it goes so that the helicopter stays properly balanced. Alright, so that is the Blade MCX. Tiny little helicopter, beautiful flyer. You know, to get a full review of this thing, I'm going to have to put maybe 50 flights on it and see how durable it really is. But first impressions are extremely good.